I want to talk to you a little bit about diminished. That a lot of people don't understand it. It's kind of something like, I don't really know what that is. You hear those changes in songs that you learn. I showed you some of that in the beginning, right? Beautiful. But what is it? How do you use it? I've talked about on this channel before. I'm pretty much a self-taught guitar player. I've learned what I've learned from years of playing on the bandstand with groups around South Texas, and from learning songs. Most of the stuff that I have picked up is come from learning material, learning songs, and taking those licks and taking those chord changes and trying to put my own kind of spin on them sometimes and make them my own. Sometimes you want to play it like the recording so that people recognize what you're playing. But then there's times you want to improvise. You want to make it your own, and that's what I encourage you to do on this channel, is to take what I show you and make it your own. Put your own spin on it. Put your own style to it. That's what makes music fun. And I want to thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. This channel is there for, if you're just getting started, maybe you've been playing for a while, maybe you just started to play out, maybe you've been playing out, and you're just trying to pick up some new ideas or some new things. So we appreciate you stopping by and really do appreciate you being part of the community. So if you like what you see on here, send us a note through chat. We'd love to hear from you, what we can bring to you, what we can, help you with. So that's what this is all about. It's about me taking what I've learned in the, 50-something years of playing this instrument, in my bedroom, in the garage, in the recording studio, on stage live, to figure out, well, that didn't work, or what did work. So I'm just here to help you pick up on some of that, and hopefully some of that experience and knowledge will help you in your journey as you go through learning the guitar. So diminished chords. Okay, so what are they? Well, I'm not really here to teach you a bunch of theory. Like if you were to go to the theory folks, they're going to tell you that the seventh degree of the scale, of the major scale, is a diminished chord, which, well, what's that? So if you know the keyboard on the piano, if you take all the white keys, and you play it in thirds, every other key, and you do that all the way up, when you get to the seventh, that is going to be a diminished chord. So you can use those chords as transitions from in your chord progressions. Like, for example, here in our little intro, we had the one chord, went to the sharp diminished, leading into the two chord. That sounds really good. Then when we were at the five chord, you can use the diminished chord to get back and resolve to the one chord. So there's a few little tricks that you can use, little reminder things like I've learned to use the diminished chords with. And in a few minutes, it's not just about chord progression. I'm going to show you how to use the diminished chord, the diminished like an arpeggio, by just changing one note in your blues lick to go from the one chord to the five chord with a diminished run, in a really cool, easy way that gets your listeners' attention, gets your listeners' ear, kind of takes them out into another realm, if you will. Like, what is that outside sound? It's not just the pentatonic, it's not just the blues scale, but it's a diminished lick. Robin Ford does a lot of these, and I like Robin, and I've watched a lot of his stuff. So he can do you a deep dive into that. And there's a lot of people online that you can learn about diminished chords and their function and how they're used. But I'm going to show you just a couple of things here, very easy, that you can use to transition to chords, and to also take your 1-4-5 blues type lick and go from the 1 chord to the 4 chord. And I'll play you an example of that in just a moment. So, but basically, let's say we're here in the key. I like the key of A because it's in the middle of the neck. So let's say we want to go to the 4 chord in a blues. Well, what you can do is you can actually, a lot of the theory guys will teach you, if you go to the third, the major third of the note of the chord, and play a diminished, that is the lead in to the 4 chord. Hear how that resolves nicely? A great sound. So how do you do that? How can you utilize that in your lead guitar playing? Well, let's take your blues lick. Let's say we're in A, in your blues lick. Right? If you just change one note, you take the root note and you do your same blues lick, but you start 1 fret up. Now you've got that diminished sound. Hear how nicely that resolves? Isn't that great? So that is a very easy way. You can take it all the way up to the next one with that diminished sound, like the diminished scale. If you just do the diminished scale, it's 4 frets, skip over the next string, go up another fret, go up on the next string, skip over the next string, go up another fret, sorry about that. So that pattern, that's your diminished scale, right? But who wants to play that in a song? That doesn't, I'll be able to make that work. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to go from the 1 chord with our blues lick. We're just going to raise the 1 up 1 fret. Hear how that really resolves really nice? And so that's an easy way, and I'm going to play this for you in a minute with our jam track, and to show you how you can use that in a 1 to 4 transition. So with the diminished chords, they're movable. Everybody's really heard this sound. Well, those are all inversions of the same diminished chord. Those are all inversions of really the same chord. And if you look at it, this chord starts, and I would never really play this form in really anything. But it's a great way to learn the position. So really what you're doing is you're taking this form, and you're moving the root of it down here to the bottom string, to the 6th string. Now, because of our diminished pattern, started like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 frets, skip a string over, go up 1 fret, same thing, skip over. So you notice each one of those patterns starts on, if you start the pattern here, the next one is going to be this note, and the next note is going to be this note. So here we're in the key of A, right? So those diminished chords, or those diminished inversions, think of them like this. Think of this diminished chord those inversions as a block. And the block has a note, has 4 notes on it. And every time you go up, and it repeats 1, 2, 3, 4, you can go up 4 frets anywhere on the neck, and it's going to repeat that same inversion. So it's like taking the block, okay, and you've got a note on top, and you turn the block. All the notes are still there, but they've come in a different arrangement now, or an inversion. Those are all the same. You can use any of those in substitution for each other. So this pattern, and then the next one would be starting on this string, which is this pattern. Sorry. And then the next pattern would be starting here, which was basically this one again, but we're moving up 1, 2, 3, 4 frets, right? And then you can just keep repeating it. And it's all that block turning over. Okay, so let me play for you this little jam track using this arpeggio, this diminished arpeggio to take you from the 1 to the 4. So check this out. It's very easy, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Wasn't that cool? So by changing one note in your blues, there's your arpeggio. Now you want to make it your blues lick. Add the 7th. Just change the root note, move it up 1. Again, we're in the key of A. Instead of starting on the A, you're going to start on the B flat, go up 1 fret. Isn't that great how that resolves to that, doing that 1? And then you just find a way to connect with your chord tones on the next chord. The next, you're going to the 4 chord. So where can this note connect to a D? If I'm in this D shape here, down there. See how that resolves? So practice this. This is really just kind of a practice pattern so that you can learn and see those diminished shapes, and use this. Mix that in with your playing when you go into the 1 to the 4, and I think you'll turn some heads, and it'll be more interesting to the listener, and I think you'll get a lot of use out of it. So I hope this has been helpful. If it's been helpful, go. In the link below, we've got links to our Patreon page, which is a really more deep dive into this same subject. There's the backing tracks would be there for you, tabs, things like that there for you, chord shapes, chord diagrams, will have all those for you. So you can go check that out and keep practicing, have fun with this. I hope you're enjoying the channel, because we enjoy bringing it to you, and I hope it's helpful. We want to hear from you. Let me know. Maybe there's some things that I could cover that you'd like for me to touch on, as long as it doesn't get too far over my head and explain, music theory to you. But anyway, we've appreciated you coming by. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you real soon.